Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Sagittarius for end of April, May 2022. The element is Earth and the zodiac sign is Taurus. So very earthy month for you, Sag. So you are going to be in the 6th house, which is the house of service, routines, well-being, all those kinds of things. So we really need to get our house in order. It's just, it's the house, it is governed by Virgo, so it's very much about that detail. Attention to detail, getting the boxes ticked, and Sagittarius can be wild and free, and often they just think, oh, I'll do it later. But this month you'll find yourself paying a lot more attention to detail and also your well-being, your health. It is the house of health as well. The energy around good old Sag is the 10 of Wands, which is typical for you. It's a Sagittarian card. Burning yourself out, taking on too much. We have just come out of the fire sign, your sister sign of Aries, so another fire sign. So of course you've probably been burning the candle both ends, taking on too much, and now you've just got a adrenaline dump. So let's see where you are right now. Sag is the Devil. So yeah, just a bit stuck, sitting there, sort of addictions, you know, being sort of temptation as well, maybe drinking a bit too much, maybe doing something that you know you shouldn't do too much, feeling like it's a bit of a burden but not knowing how to stop it, how to jump off that merry-go-round of, you know, going out, doing things you should, eating too much. Any of those excesses is ruled by the Devil. So it's almost like, oh yeah, I know, look, I've done a bit too much of that. Can even often is working too much as well, and using that work as just a reason to just to be, I suppose. So there you go, Sag. So that's going to be quite a theme, and where you are at the moment, probably feeling a bit like, oh, I overdid it, I've overdone it, I've had put too much energy into something that really is giving me nothing back. Stop the wheel so I can get off. Major card. And the influencer, which will influence the rest of the reading, is a Sagittarian card again, and it is the 8 of Wands. So smooth sailing. So perhaps you have, Sag, been seeking refuge in alcohol or gambling or food or anything that's sort of really too much of a good thing is never too good, you know, moderation. But this seems to be the saviour for a Sag. It's like, no, come on, things are going to sort of ease up a bit, a lot more sort of free-flowing energy. You could meet somebody, could connect with somebody that kind of moderates you out a bit. No obstacles on the horizon. So it looks like it might be a nice passage in the next 4 weeks of well-being. And obviously too, coming out, you know, coming into the 6th house, you're going to be more preoccupied about your health and your well-being. Okay, let's see what's March, April brought for you, and which is still currently affecting you. Strength, the Strength card, another major card, all about awareness of others, awareness of your anger, how you sort of manage situations. Aries is a really interesting time that we've just come out of. It's ruled by Mars, which is the planet of war, can be a bit aggressive. And this card is all about sort of really reining all that kind of aggression in and trying to understand where it comes from, and being self-aware at the same time. It's a big awareness card of how you project into the world. So maybe in the last 4 weeks, Sag, you probably did feel a bit like, oh, I'll just do something that's addictive, that really sort of blots all out this stuff because I don't know how to manage it. big card, nice card, but we all get pulled up by strength, you know, and sort of assess our self-awareness and awareness of others and how we affect them. Recent influences, and we have the happy home card. Has that been a happy home? Consolidation here, Four of Wands, moving through the gateway, having dealt with all this stuff, especially addictions or temptation, self-awareness, moving forward. You're actually doing quite well, Sag, but you know, of course, sometimes we just veer off course a little bit. It's part of the energy of a Sagittarian. It's very much a fast-moving energy, and sometimes we just trip up because it gets too excessive. But this is a nice card, sort of bringing you back in, reining you back in to look at things and to move on with projects and the way you sort of present yourself to the world, and how you manage maybe your aggression too, or those sort of energies where you think, oh, everybody's annoying me. Okay, let's see the lesson you'll be learning in April, May. The Star, just keep moving forward. Everything is exactly how it's meant to be. You are in the 6th house. You will be in the 6th house for this next 4 weeks. So it's about everything is how it is. So pick up on your well-being, sort of get your house back in order, health and well-being, routines, all that sort of thing. Rejig everything, Sag, because it's probably gone a bit skew-if in the last month or so. And that's just the weather the forecast as it's been with the universe. So just keep moving forward is the best remedy for all of this energy that's been going off a bit askew and wearing you out, basically. So near future we have, so coming up the first week of May, we have, do I hang on? Do I let go? The Four of Coins. Very much a deep card too, about close relationships. Do you hang on to things or do you let go? It's easier to let go than to hang on. Hang on just makes it harder, and you just become, you know, grip onto things and wasting energy. Where just let it go and see where it lands. What's happening that you're not realizing? Five of Cups. Disappointment, a lot of disappointment going on emotionally recently, you know, reviewing your life and emotional life and thinking, oh, look, you know, I didn't really do a good job there, and why did that finish? And maybe a bit of aggression coming in with that. But it's a good card to realise it's transient as well, so just get on with it and realise, yeah, there are disappointments, but there's reasons, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel and reasons for why things happen. Relationships break up for a reason, and it's not until hindsight that we realise what it is, what it was. How others see you. Yeah, relationship-wise, there has been a bit of some relationship, close relationship has needed to be cooled off a little bit. Just sort of a bit of tension there. Time, you know, just keep away from people sometimes when there's a clash, especially with Mars around, or yeah, where you just sort of feel like familiarity breeds contempt sometimes with the closest relationships as well. So, you know, if you have felt that with somebody, that's fine. Just leave it alone for a while and come back to it in another couple of weeks. What you're feeling positive about? The end of a cycle. So it's all coming to its end naturally anyway, but it has been a bit tough, especially with emotional relationships that may have gone a bit off. Don't give up. Just leave it for a bit. Know it's the end of a cycle and move on. The outcome. And then a bit of a rest again, just to sort of, you know, meditate, just spectate, don't participate. Just sort of, you know, the house of health, just sort of have it, just sit back for a bit and relax. Keep your mind quiet, Sagittarius. Okay, your wonderful Buddha reading card message is loving kindness. When we feel love and kindness towards others, it makes not only others feel loved and cared for, but it also helps us to develop inner happiness and peace. So we can actually really attribute that to this relationship that may have been, you know, just a bit awful recently. Just give it time, loving kindness. You still love them, but you just need to sort of step away for a little bit and see how it pans out. This is the month of health, and you just getting your act together and tweaking stuff, Sag. Thanks so much for listening. Talk next